Squid Game Season 2. So you're here because I have posted on Instagram a story if you want me to post a video about Squid Game 2, and of course you voted. Majority of you have voted for me to make a video, so I'm here, and this is going to be a video about my thoughts with the series called Squid Game 2. And yes, first off, let's talk about the opening of the episode 1 of season 2. And I would just like to say, first of all, when they announced that there will be a season 2, I was very skeptical of it because I don't really feel like it's necessary to have another series for Squid Game, because season 1 for me was really enough. Like, if you're going to leave the character of Gi-hun not taking the plane during the end of the season 1, that's really enough for me to like, okay, this season 2 is not really necessary anymore. So when they announced season 2, I was very skeptical of it being really good. And I wasn't really looking forward to it as a series because it's like a predictive outcome of most series out there. Like, season 1 could be great, and then the season 2 was going to be like meh most of the time. So season 2, I wasn't really looking forward to it until they released a teaser of the characters in Squid Game season 2, and one of them is one of the like ideal man of my life, like love of my life ever since. And it's Choi Seung-yoon, T.O.P, or you know him in the series as Thanos. And like, girl, he's like, when I got to know that he's in the series, that's the point where I was like very hyper fixating on Squid Game because of him. And that's like, I've been posting on Instagram, like, he's the only reason I'm watching Squid Game 2. Because as an overall series, I'm not looking forward to it, but when I got to know that T.O.P is in there, T.O.P is in there, I was just really excited. And my fangirl days is back, and you know, like, I'm just really happy. As like a teenager, I got to know him. If you don't know, he's a member of BIGBANG. And if you don't know BIGBANG is a second-gen K-pop group in South Korea, and basically is the Kings of Kpop. I'm not gonna be like entertaining any haters in there, because you're all just kids when BIGBANG was starting. Even I was a kid back then. I was 11 when I had a crush on T.O.P back in 2009, and gosh, just like watching him during the Squid Game 2 was like, it felt like a dream, because like, it feels like I'm like a teenager again, but I'm almost 30. But then I was just like speechless when I was watching him during the whole season 2. But enough of him. Let's talk about him later. Let's start off with the episode 1, which is, I think, is Bread and Lottery. And I think episode 1 and 2 are very much interconnected together, because in episode 1 we saw that Gi-hun was like, okay, he's refusing to take the plane, and I'm here to take my revenge to stop the Squid Game, and like end the games overall. And it is, for me, very intense at first. The thing that I really like about episode 1 and 2 is a story about hunting down the recruiter or the salesman, played by Gong Yoo. Am I pronouncing that correctly? So Gong Yoo is the salesman in the game during season 1, and then he's back again in season 2 after 3 years of Gi-hun trying to look for him. And he's also hiring other people, and apparently he also hired the the loan sharks that he basically borrowed money from in season 1, and now he's working with them in season 2, which is really interesting. And for me, who's just really looking forward to watch T.O.P, I was like, where is T.O.P? It's already episode 1 and 2. Where is he? I need the games to start and watch T.O.P so bad. But of course, the Squid Game like formally started during episode 3, and therefore that's the part where Gihan, the main character, joined the Squid Games again. And he thought he's gonna be like, yeah, I can take my revenge because I have the microchip in my teeth. But then they took it away, and so he's just like realizing he's again playing the game and might be, killed off. And one of the intense part for me as well in episode 1 and 2 is when the boss, the loan shark, got killed during a game that the salesman made the two of them. So there's like this assistant and then the boss man, and then they played like a kai bai bot or Jack and Poi, Jack, stone paper rock paper scissors, yeah, rock paper scissors, and then with a Russian roulette kind of twist, and that was really like an intense part for me. So that's one of the good things that kept me really excited about what's going to happen next. And then the episode 3, they joined the Squid Game. They got in, and then they played the red light, green light. And that's when I saw T.O.P. OMG. He has purple hair. Like, it's bringing back 2016 Baby music video of them in Big Bang, which I'm really happy. And then, of course, his name is Thanos, and he is giving nod to the Thanos of Marvel universe, which is the purple guy. So him having purple hair is like, it's like straight up really, really hilarious. And then he also has the nail polish, which is giving also references to the Infinity Stones that Thanos in the Marvel was hunting down. And it was like, he's really, really funny. And okay, this is not going to sound like a big deal for all of you, but T.O.P is on an hiatus ever since 2017. He hasn't appeared on any TV show, on anything that is K-pop related. So seeing him again in season 2 of Squid Game was like a big deal for me as a T.O.P fan. As a Big Bang fan, it's a big deal for me to see him again. And I'm just really happy, like, in the red light, green light, he is basically like the bad guy of this season 2. Like, the target of this character is that you'll get annoyed of him because he's that bad guy back in season 2. And I would like to say that Wang Dong-yuk, the creator of Squid Game 2, really nailed it to cast T.O.P as the bad guy, like the annoying guy of season 2. And I just like fangirl moments of T.O.P, like Thanos is, like, I'm just so happy to see him again. That's him. Because, okay, backstory for Thanos T.O.P character. The Thanos character in Squid Game 2 said that he joined the Squid Game because he has run out of money because of a YouTuber creating content around a crypto coin, I think. And so he also jumped in the ship of buying that coin, and then he has no money now. So he's a retired rapper. He's like a rapper in the storyline. And during the suicide. So he said that he joined Squid Game. He was recruited by the salesman at the moment he was attempting suicide, and that was like also giving reference to T.O.P himself. And also you can see in the Squid Game season 2, he has this necklace, chain necklace of a cross, and then inside of it is like pills, drugs, or whatever. I don't even know what's that, but I know that it's like maybe similar to ecstasy or something. And that is also giving reference to him in the involvement of him in the marijuana scandal back in 2017, 2018. So T.O.P. In the general overview is playing as himself in the Squid Game season 2. So Thanos committing suicide, then he joins Squid Game because he doesn't have any money, and then takes drugs or whatever during the games or inside the games, is like very, very similar to T.O.P's story back in 2017. So after his marijuana scandal in Korea, he also tried committing suicide, which is really like very dreadful news. And the only thing that making it worse is that during 2017, and when he did attempt to suicide, a lot of Korean netizens are like telling him that he deserves to be dead. Basically like, okay, kill yourself because you took drugs. And it's just very cruel of Korean netizens back in 2017, and they are still saying the same thing this 2024 of him returning as Thanos in Squid Game 2. And it's like, it's been 7 years, guys. And it's like the case, the scandal has already been resolved by the court, and there's no point of like bringing it back again as like a factor of T.O.P's performance in Squid Game 2. And just so it's just really unfair, and that the Korean netizens, the Korean media is still looking at T.O.P as something like he's evil or something, but he's not. He also released a statement before in 2017 in that he was asking for apology. He's apologizing to the public of what he's done, in that he has admitted to the mistake that he's done. And that's already been resolved back in 2017. And I'm just really sad that Korean netizens are not really moving on to that issue, and they're still digging up the issue even until now in his Squid Game season 2 casting. But the good news is, most of the people that are not yet introduced to that scandal really likes Thanos. And even when they get to know T.O.P's situation back then, they even empathize with him, because that's just really unfair treatment to someone who has gone through a lot of those emotional and mental damage. And to know that, you know, drug scandal that has already been resolved back during like years ago, is not really relevant anymore. And I'm just really happy that, you know, the other countries, you know, especially the West, like the articles by the Washington Times, is it a Washington Times? I don't know, I might say random things, but like the articles from the West media is like really praising T.O.P's performance. In that one of the articles that I really like too is that Thanos is the highlight of season 2. Like without him, I might not even watch, first of all, because I'm a T.O.P fan. If there's no T.O.P in there, I would not have like the motivation to watch Squid Game season 2 at first place. But even so, like for people who didn't know T.O.P, it's like giving him the very, like, he's the highlight of season 2, because there would be like no exciting characters in season 2 except for him. to be honest with you. Like, all of them are just like average, sentimental, kind of meh characters, except for like the master. Is he called master or manager or whatever? Manager and Gihan, except for them. Also Gongyu, the salesman. The rest are like meh characters, but T.O.P. like adds another flavor to season 2, definitely. Also, I told you that he's a K-pop rapper, right? He also tried rapping during episode 3. Yeah, before the red light, green light came. And I was like, OMG, yes. I totally miss him rapping, because in Big Bang K-pop group, he is the lead rapper of the group. And to hear him again rapping freestyle. It's just a fangirl moment for me. Like, T.O.P is rapping again. I love it so much. And then what else? Yeah, the reference to Big Bang songs, Bang Bang Bang. He also like was dancing like this. That's like the dance step to Bang 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 of Big Bang during the Mingle game, and it was like, because okay, technically he has left Big Bang. He ultimately sets Big Bang as like his career back then, and he's like, that's not going to be part of my career now. But him dancing this during the Mingle game is like giving nod and reference to Big Bang again, and I'm just like really so happy. Like, my heart is so happy. And one thing as well is that the nail polish that he's doing in Squid Game 2 is also similar to what G-Dragon is doing. So G-Dragon is a member of the Big Bang group as well. He's the leader. And he is the king of K-pop, G-Dragon. And in his recent comeback in November 2024, Mama 2024, he also showcased like a nail polish, very colorful nail polish. And seeing G-Dragon and T.O.P doing that is just like another fangirl moment for me. Like, very good of them, very good. I'm just really happy that they're back. Like 7 years, like that was just too long of a break, man. Why? But to tell you, like, my fangirl K-pop Big Bang heart has returned. I feel like I'm a teenager again. Okay, so I don't want to spoil any more of Thanos' character within the Squid Game season 2. So if you haven't watched it, I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, totally, like, he's the highlight of season 2. He's the man of season 2. He's like, the reason I'm watching Squid Game 2 is because of T.O.P, because of Thanos, and he's just really, really wonderful in his character. And one thing that I also want to talk about is that how every single guy that they casted for season 2 is hot. even Gihan, even the manager, it's like, why are you all hot? Like, okay, I'm in my late 20s and I'm crushing over like 2 guys who are men, not guys, men who are in their 50s, and I'm guilty of that. But so, yeah, for me, that's like the highlights of season 2 Squid Game. And then on the last episode, I kind of like, okay, I am a filmy. Is that like the term for people who watched movies and series religiously? But for season 2, I kind of have predicted the storyline to how it will go, especially like, you know that the main theme of the season is for Gihan to take revenge upon the creators of Squid Games, like the like the VIPs, whatever, and to end the game in its entirety. And yeah, most of the episodes I kind of predicted the outcome, but seeing Thanos in the series is just like an incredible twist of story for me. I think one of the reason too that not not like predicting the series very well is that you're watching Squid Game season 2 for the games, but we didn't really had that much games during the episodes. They only have like played 3 games so far. The first game is the red light, green light. Then the second game is the pentathlon, and then the third game is the mingo, the ringa linga game. And it's the only intense game for me was the third one. The second one is I would say is a new game introduced because they were like expecting Dalgona to happen again because of Kihan saying like, oh, yeah, I've been here before, I've played these games before, and I know that the next game is going to be Dalgona. But it didn't happen because the maybe the creators of the game would be like, oh yeah, he predicted the game, so we're gonna change it up. They changed it up to the pentathlon game, and almost all of the games in the pentathlon is very childhood reference game. Especially even as a Filipino kid, like I know how to play every single of those games, like the jackstone, the sipa, the trompo, spinning top, and the what else? The stone throwing, and the what's the other one? Forgot the second game. Oh yeah, the dakji. But for Filipino reference, that's like pogs or something. But yeah, it's not really thrilling to watch that episode, but you know, you can see how the people are genuinely want to survive the Squid Games during that part. The very intense game in the season 2 is the Mingo. So like during the countdown, you'd have to pick the exact number of people inside the rooms, and that if you don't meet the criteria of the number of people inside the room, you will get killed. And basically, like also the part of people trying to negotiate, convince each other, like we could play the next game, have this earnings, blah blah blah, and other people are like, we could just go home, eat kimchi, and call it off a day. It's one of the part that is dragging for me. Like that, I was just like watching, like I'm so bored. Can we like get into the games quick? And I also want to see more of Thanos, please, because I'm not an anime watcher myself, and dialogues like that like prolongs the episode is not like things I'm excited to watch about. But I really feel like it's necessary to include those conversations in the episode, because I think the writer Wang Dong-hyuk is emphasizing each character's reaction to the voting part. So I think the voting is really an important part of the season 2 as well, because you can see 50-50 of people who wants to play the game and those ones who don't want to play the game. Overall review of Squid Game is 7. Yeah, okay, I'll give it 7 out of 10. If Thanos was not there, I'll just give it 5 over 10. But because T.O.P. Thanos is there, I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10. So it's overall it's good. It has its boring parts. It has It has its boring parts and it has its exciting parts. But for me, the exciting part is T.O.P. Thanos for the win, 100%. So anyway, that's all for my Squid Game review. So, what do you think of Squid Game Season 2? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Will you watch it? Have I spoiled it for you? I'm sorry if I did that. But I will make sure to write a disclaimer on the description that this is spoiler included review. So if you have any thoughts about the series, drop it in the comments, let me know. I read every single comment, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. I know this is a very impromptu video that I did because I posted it on Instagram and you guys want me to create a review video for Squid Game 2, so here I am. But I have many vlogs and videos lined up for YouTube, and I hope you'll support me, so please subscribe. And also, if you made it here in the end, and if you're a VIP, if you're a Big Bang fan, G-Dragon, T.O.P, Desmond, Young fan, I have a surprise for you. I'll be doing on the next video an unboxing of the light stick Big Bang that I just bought. I'm just like living my teenager dreams back then. My 11-year-old self will be very, very happy. So I'll be sharing with you an unboxing of these light sticks on the next video. So click wherever I will post it here. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!